has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Morning everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. I got my coffee Gigantus Cappuccino locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have to talk about Bitcoin and the market cycle, a potential super cycle, question mark, right, as some people are claiming, and also which factors could lead to this. We have to talk about the rate cut. It's coming today. The big day will be today, deciding over the future of this crypto cycle, and we will see whether our strategy still fits or not, right? So bear with me here and let's check this out. And also we are going to talk a little bit about the altcoins, Ethereum representing that a little bit on the thumbnail, as well as Ecomi. So let's stay here together, make sure to stay all the way through, and let's go. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good to see you here so active in the chat. Today is the day of the rate cut, and we are here looking at Bitcoin, and something sticks out directly, and that is the new overhead resistance. You remember we bounced with an inverse head and shoulders here, went up here, and what can I say? It does look very similar right now, right? If you want to print this out here. So if we were to pump on this rate cut, then we might be back in the 120,000s in no time for Bitcoin, based on the chart pattern that we are seeing here. So today is the big day of the cut. We will see it for the US guys here among us. It's 2:30 p.m. ET. In Europe, though, it is going to be at 8 in the evening. So very light. Oh, by the way, we just flipped green, heading to 117,000 here. We're just under it. But yeah, that will be in the evening for Europe at 2:30 p.m. ET. There's going to be the FOMC press conference. And then we will see, I mean, we already know what's very likely going to happen. 25 basis point rate cut, and the easing of rates is going to kick in. Now, I found intriguing for today's stream the statement of Raoul Pal. It said, the weighted average maturity of US government debt extended from 4 years to 5 years from 2022. That increases the chance that the liquidity cycle and the business cycle have extended too. Our lead indicator work at GMI suggests the same using our GMI Fin Condition Index. Let's see. Of course, let's see, because we've never seen this before, and it's very, very, let's say, difficult to predict something that has never been there before, as we see someone in the chat said it also, right, that this time is different. A claim is very, very difficult to make, because usually things are not different and then you are completely wrong. So here the question is are these the drivers? And if so, are these the only drivers, right? And so far, we could not identify an only driver for Bitcoin. Otherwise, everyone would look at this only driver. Sometimes we look at global M2, then people were looking at, can rate cuts predict whether we go up or down, right? Can gold predict whether we go up or down? Gold predicts is really good, to be honest, right? To be fair. But yes, we have seen that what completely aligns with this statement here, that we might be pushed out here a little bit, maybe not by one full year, is that we do not see many top indicators flashing right now. Yeah, so maybe we would look at a mini bear market and then go again. But what we also have is there is something different, and then that is the Fed third mandate, right? So the Fed has two mandates, yeah, price stability and maximum employment. And now basically the third mandate would be yield curve control, right? And the question is, like, first when you read third mandate, you think about Donald Trump having a third mandate or so, but no, it's really that they would basically force those long-term bond yields down, right? And when they do, they basically force money to go somewhere else instead of on those bonds to farm the high yields, right? They would force them where? Into assets, meaning stocks, of course also gold, real estate, whatever other things that you can do, like crypto in the industry, basically into riskier assets. They're like this third mandate would mean the Fed goes and says, hey, stop sitting around here with your money. Go somewhere else. Go play somewhere more risky. Go play with poison, right? So that if that happens, then all that money that is sitting around farming yields is going to flow. And we saw it yesterday. It's like 7.3 trillion only in MMF. But market monetary fund, is that the right version? But yeah, short term, right? But then also from the long term, everything rolls into more risky assets. If they really do this, then, and they will do it probably, then that's going to be big, right? And that could be fuel for what we've just seen as, hey, could this time be different? Hey, if the Fed integrates a third mandate, then that's also different, right? So let's think about it. But let's not necessarily adapt all strategies and say, okay, then I don't have to think about selling in the next 3 months because there's one more year. It's not that easy, right? But let's think about it, if this could be true. So we also see here, I found this interesting, so let's look at this. Not only is the US economy resilient, but it's probably re-accelerating into Q4. And the Fed is about to start cutting rates again. This is why everything is melting up and will likely continue to do so. This is the definition of running it hot. It's an almost identical situation to last year, when a bad payroll print in early September marked the exact bottom for risk assets as the Fed panicked and started cutting rates. Meanwhile, remarkably, most measures of equity position are still subdued. By the way, it's unclear if the Fed panicked and started cutting rates, or if that had more to do with elections, right? That's unclear. Yeah. There's still plenty of denial and plenty of performance chasing to be done into year end. The one thing I would say in short term is that we now have 6 cuts priced in for the next 12 months, with 3 of them priced in for 2025. Not sure exactly how Powell could deliver a dovish surprise at this press conference tomorrow. Rate cut expectation can't really get any more dovish. So while things are bullish medium term, the short term risk is we might see a hawkish cut. So relative expectation tomorrow. Yeah, so that would be a risk. We do see that the Atlanta Fed GDP estimate for Q3 is extremely high, right? 3.4% or something like that is where it is. So that would mean economy in good shape, right? We do have retail sales, basically on fire. We also see that housing prices are at all-time high, or affordability is at all-time highs again. So all-time high of non-affordability, right? Here we also see in 2024, bad payroll print in earlier September marked the bottom for risk assets. We do see Bitcoin here, right? So what is there to expect from today if we look at all of this? Well, first rate cut, and then the press conference is decisive, because if the thing is, we did a 25 basis point rate cut and we are going to very likely do another one next month and so on, then everything's confirmed. But if they say, hey, we do one cut and then we'll see and maybe we will pause again and so on, then this could be a problem. So as Mr. Wolf says here, down then up is definitely a possibility, right? With that said, quick welcome to the chat. We do have a lot of rare hodlers in the house. Trucking Hank, good morning to you. Domvu, morning gents. And Nick Lilipska, good morning to you as well. If you want to become a rare hodler and sponsor this channel a little bit, you see that I'm not doing this exchange and you can trade leverage sponsorships here. No. This channel is sponsored by its own members so far. If you don't want to sponsor it by becoming a rare hodler, then you can sponsor it by just smashing up a like button right now. I mean, you can go out of full screen, smash the like, doesn't cost you anything. And it would help me tremendously if we could, also if you watch this later, right, if we could get to a ton of likes, I don't know, like 60 likes or something like that. That would be great. Let's try this. Back to the content. So we talked about this. Now, we do see that depending on how you take the samples of M2 is already making all-time highs on some of the samples, right? And we do have Bitcoin trailing behind, usually with 80-day lag, which would mean that even in 80 days we would make new all-time highs, which I don't think it is going to happen. And yesterday I explained that usually when we come to a Bitcoin top, then we depeg from global M2, right? So global M2 may not be valid for as long as people think, and that might get many people wrecked again, right? Also, there's the next crisis looming, right? We do see in the Google search trends, for example, searches for help with mortgage surpass 2008 housing crisis, which is absolutely bananas, right? So it has formed a rounding bottom, as you can only wish for a rounding bottom in altcoins like this, right? So this is, let's say, a little bit worrying, right? Wells Fargo reported that the request to pause mortgage payments went 2x in just 3 months, and complaints to the CFPB, the U.S. consumer watchdog, about mortgage payment problems are up 42%. So this is, basically the situation, but that's also probably where hopefully the easing comes in good terms, right? More people. Björn, good to see you. Divine the Thing, awesomeness. Let's get that bread. Absolutely. Jasper Frank, also good to see you. Mr. Wolf, down then up. Sure. I mean, we said it yesterday. It could be that we, into this press conference and maybe even shortly after, we do see a down move. It is not a guarantee, but we could be seeing a contrarian move to liquidate longs. But right now we do see anticipating We have just passed 117,000 per Bitcoin here live on stream, and we are actually rising. We just see the candle forming here. So Bitcoin is going up right now. Made just $200 per coin in 3 seconds. So yeah, that looks like the market is being moved bullishly into the Fed meeting, and we are about to. I mean, I would say this is more of a range-ish here, right? But we're basically breaking this overhead resistance right now. So let's see how that moves. But that's good to see, right? That gives us bullish vibes. A quick one also on a general forecast, right? Bitcoin has about a 100-day lag on gold's price, which is what we see below here, right? And we do see those significant points where it's either depegged or equal, right? But we do see that gold and Bitcoin is trailing along with gold. Let's put it that way, as gold is the older asset. And now we had this big sideways flag, and then a breakout, right? So we could be, maybe we are still staying in our sideways range until the end of this month, right? Even if we break higher here, we would have a big sideways move here that is coming from all the way from basically when we hit this high in July. So that would be the July and the September as sideways move, and then we might break out once more for our final move to the upside. And I would still consider that this probably the final move, as at least the indicators that we're looking at here every day, it's not a good idea to abandon established indicators that you set yourself as rules, right? Like the TSI, because we are very, very close to the TSI hitting this trend line, and then we are going to reassess the situation. With very close, I mean we're looking at the monthly right now, so 2 months or so. So that is definitely a thing. And then we will see also, like, how does the MACD behave? How are we in terms of RSI? But I do think that we will get a sharp move to the upside. At least 135K as a price target. And that will fuel the market of all sorts, right? We will see others rise. We will see the total, of course. Yeah, total. Where's my total too? By the way, also the S&P 500 is at all-time highs, as well as the general U.S. stock exchange is at new all-time highs. So everything looks like that we are getting bullish fuel right now. Where is my total? Actually, it's not here, but we can pull it up quickly. As total 2 was the, let's say, the one that is supposed to, we just got directly what we wanted on total 2, right? We said we want this retest on breakout. So could this go on or sideways for another 4 days until this candle closes? Yes. Could this already form a green candle and the wick is the retest? Also yes, right? Doesn't really matter, but we have our retest. It looks really, really good. It looks extremely strong. So I think that end of September, especially October, maybe November, will be very, very good for us, right? That is a general assessment. Let's check out our altcoins. Altcoins are already bouncing back a little bit. We do have, again, mixed finance setting the tone here. Everything else is roughly 2 to 8% up. We do see IMX almost 8% up, which is good to see. And the rest is just wiggling around a little bit. We do see overall, roughly the cohorts are 1% up, except of this. Here's some coin that just exploded into almost 8x, which is stable. STBL, I have no idea what it is, what it does, and it's only on Kraken and Maxi. But it has huge explosion, and it's only out for 1 day, so we will see. But that definitely influenced the 300 to 400 bracket. Also in the 500 to 600 we have a coin that just 2x'd, which is test token, looks like Binance. What the heck is that, right? I mean, we don't even know what that is, right? But okay. So far so good. And then we do have our altcoins. Actually, why do I have 2 VET charts? We don't need 2 VET charts. Yeah, nothing has changed on VeChain. We do have ADA. I think ADA is pretty interesting to observe now. Because it should be gearing up here to this overhead resistance at 114 or 114 roughly. And then with that, it should catch up to where the total 2, total 3 pattern is, right? So ADA closing in has, how much is there left until we expect the further breakout? It's still nice, 28%. If we're looking at ADA on this monthly, we do see that we have bullish momentum. We're not overbought in any way, and we even are in a bullish up move on the TSI. So I'd say that ADA could be gearing up for something nice. But of course, we're looking at monthlies, right? So we are not, let's say we're not expecting this tomorrow, right? If we look at monthly, we're expecting this in the next month or so, right? In the next month or two to have a big move to the upside. Still, it wonders, I mean, we are so low on many of these altcoins still, right? In how many months will we do this? For example, close in on all-time high or so for ADA, which is at around 269 or something like that. Will we do that or not, right? Or will people lock in profits way before? It looks like some kind of a rising channel, which gives me a little bit of the vibe that, or yeah, it's more like a megaphone, to be honest. It's not really a rising channel. But okay, forget about that. We do want to look at Ecomi as well. How is it doing? So on the monthly, we see the same thing, right? Positive momentum, not overbought in any way. No TSI available on the monthly. I don't want to add a custom interval, but I want to look at the daily. Yeah, so it seems that we have established some kind of a range here for Ecomi, between 00029 and 00048. We will see. This should hold, but let's see how it reacts when the market moves. Of course, indicators cooling off everything. So it's really good to see that it did hold this level, right? This is something unseen since a little while. So really good for Ecomi here for now. In the immediate short term, so to say. Yeah. On the weekly, we can also, like on the weekly, you could say this is a bull flag when continuation, right? You could argue that we're not overbought, so there's room to grow. I think that we should see a push towards 00068 or something like that sooner than later, and then hopefully we have ourselves something like a trajectory to the upside, right? Confirmed, I mean, with higher highs and higher lows and so on. Let's see if there are any news on Ecomi, and also drop your favorite altcoins in the chat if you want to spend a couple of minutes on looking at them. Okay, Ecomi is now coming into the range of posting memes, which I think is good, right? This is exactly what we wanted, that they're posting and so on. What do we have here? Doc proposes the possibility of Ecomi starting their own blockchain, which would allow OMI to be staked and allow interoperability of VV collectibles. I like the idea, which would also then probably allow the collectibles to migrate. But if that blockchain has the same uptime and performance as the app, then we have a problem. Just kidding. But the app is still sometimes really slow. Found something on Stacker World. Now we can connect our external wallets. So you can now connect on Stacker World, MetaMask, Coinbase, and so on. Wallets, I don't know if every wallet type is supported, but external wallets to be connected, or you can use the wallets there on Stacker apparently, which is really good. Yeah, this is something to keep in mind, right? Vivi's biggest change hits on November 19th. So this is coming up. No more gem cash out in app. Gem still for drops in marketplace. You buy with fiat or OMI. Cash outs move to Stacker. And OMI only drops are coming, which is good, right? Yeah, we will. I will look in the chat in a second. What other coins you want to look at? Do you know who will be responsible for adding utility to the Ecomi logo? This could be a great opportunity to reward true believers. It should have some. That should be driven out of the OMI team, right? The Ecomi logo rewards for out of the OMI team and so on. Then interesting. What is this token metrics? 140,000 followers saying Ecomi is onboarding billion-dollar brands into Web3. Watch the ongoing development and track OMI. This is good, right? I mean, token metrics had a buy signal here for OMI, and they have 140,000 followers, so this is pretty good, right? So let's see, is there anything else big on OMI? OMI looks good on the 4-hour, oversold on the bottom now for more than a day. Rate cuts, baby. Yeah, I don't think that, to be honest, that people will say, oh, the rate cut is here, let's buy some OMI. I think it's rather, the rate cuts are here, let's buy some Bitcoin pumps. Let's take profit by Ethereum pumps. Let's take profit by some ADA pumps, and so on, right? And then down the chain, and then, where can I roll some profits that has not pumped that much yet, but has shown some momentum already, and that's exactly what we have here, right? The moment we see it, the moment that OMI pumps, it's like it's suddenly everywhere, like on all the tickers and everywhere. By the way, we have 45 people watching. Smash up the like button, please. Let's get to over 50 likes. Let's get to over 60 likes. Let's get as many likes as possible, as is free for you and helps me quite a lot. That would be awesome. Thank you very much for just smashing like everyone who did. Thank you so much. Why are some people saying BTC is going to crash tomorrow during the Fed meeting? Actually the Fed meeting is today, so for me it's already today, like it's 8 in the morning. Maybe for you it's not yet today. But this is because people expect some kind of a sell the news event, and also people are afraid to be disappointed. And I wouldn't say crash, but I could imagine that short term we see some red in the crypto market because market makers are going to try to flush out longs. But long-term effect will be that that we will pump because of that easing state. I truly believe that, right? Request in the chat was HFT, which is hash flow. Apparently, there is not too much to chart history, and we don't know if this is actually the bottom for this coin, whatever they do, right? As I don't know tokenomics, if this is the correct chart, And we do see a potential bear cross coming in for on the stochastic RSI, so we could see a little bit more lower here on that. That's the only thing that I really can say about this. Then we have Veracity. Actually, a long time we didn't talk about Veracity. Actually, we lost here this range that we said, okay, this needs to hold. We lost that, and we did head lower. So Veracity really low. It did pump one time up, but we also don't see any reversal yet. But except that on the monthly on Veracity, we do have a bull cross here that still needs to be confirmed in the blue zone. But yeah, for Veracity, I would say this needs to happen. Bull cross needs to be confirmed. We could see a reversal then. But yeah, so far this chart doesn't look as bullish as we want. I think this is the bull market top in 21. Yeah, we are very close to all-time lows, right? They're on Veracity, so not particularly great. And I will also announce this. I will do once we have confirmed the bull market top. Once we are certain, okay, that was it, the party is over. I will do a big recap of, first of all, of the coins that I have and had, and how I did on them. Brutal, honest truth, right? And then I will do a recap also on some of the coins that we discussed here, how they did. And not only from like the absolute bottom, because buying Veracity here, who knows if that's the bottom? No one knows. Usually we don't nail the bottom. But also like overall performance, like when did I enter into ADA and how much did I do? Like I'm up on ADA, but I'm not up like many X's or so, right? Mark D says Token Metrics had a nice 7-part thread on Omi a day ago. Oh, really nice. Okay. And that is good, because if Token Metrics covers it, many people will read it and get to know it, right? Are you aware of BTC Core 30 update that will open the door to CSAM spam to the blockchain? I am aware. That is around a long time already, where they say basically, yeah, you can just flood Bitcoin with spam. I don't really think it is going to poison the thread, to be honest. Yes, Green Lantern, exactly. Fiancé is doing coffee in the background. That's exactly what she did. Yeah. Did you hear that? Was that so loud? But no problem. Yeah. No problem. It's only you see, like everyone. We have some morning routine here going on, right? I do the live stream. She does some coffee, right? Sitting there over there in the corner and doing her stuff. Yeah, very well. What else in terms of altcoins? Actually, we can take a look at Mix Finance, how it's behaving right now. This is, yeah. I would never ever buy this. Right, I would never ever buy this right now. It comes out of nowhere. It goes completely nuts. On like with 21,000%. And it is absolutely, it's an RSI 96. It's forever overbought, right, on the weekly. It does, even if you say you have Elliott wave or so, you go like this, then you are in wave 3, where wave 4, 5 is unpredictable, right? So yeah, I would never buy this, to be honest, even though we apparently have a bull flag here, breakout, something like that, on the daily, which probably or likely might propel it even higher. But it's too risky, right? It's sitting at almost $3 billion market cap, which is absolutely nuts. By the way, guys, continue the hype chain, smashing the likes here. We are at 67 people now watching. Smash the like button as hard as you can. 71 people. It's going. It's growing here. Like, attention is growing. We are going crazy here. CP spam could possibly destroy Bitcoin, though not gonna lie, little nervous about the update coming in October. Doing my part, running BTC nodes. That's really good that you're running BTC nodes. Yes, we will see. Maybe we have to investigate a little bit more. That's a crazy chart. Has to come back at some point. Absolutely, absolutely. Jasmy, good call, Jasmy. 111 here on the coin. By the way, Toshi also pumping. 58% on Toshi. Jasmy, let's take a quick look at Jasmy. Everyone can't sleep because of FOMC. Exactly, but everyone already knows what's coming out of FOMC. I think people are like, if we don't pump on this, people will be devastated. But don't forget that we are still in September, and September is like Rectember, right? We can't just expect Powell to pump the crypto market into the moon, right? It will happen, but it will take some time. Jasmy, consolidation still going on, I would say. It looks a little bit weird. I mean, I can't even start where and how and so on. I mean, this could go either direction, right? This could go either direction. I don't know, right? It looks super weird. This broke and then it tried to come back. I don't know. Uptrend still intact, I would say. This is the best that you can make out of this chart. And we are getting a bull cross on the monthly. I mean, this is a monthly chart, right? We're getting a bull cross on the monthly on stochastic RSI. That I would say we're not overbought in any way. So yeah, Jasmy can go. Jasmy has 690 million. Can Jasmy do a 5, 6, 10x? Potentially. I mean, 6.9 billion is of course possible, right? Of course it's possible. GM fam says Mewtwo, good to see you, Mewtwo. 73 watching, looks like PH is at all-time high. We have 77 even, and if you guys keep smashing the like button, which is absolutely free, then we might call more and more people here. But I think, yeah, we are around all-time high. Imagine 0.50 cut. Yeah, the question with 0.50 cut is if the 0.50 is bullish or bearish, right? If the 0.50 cut comes in, people could argue something is wrong and like something is broken in the economy, where the Fed needs to cut the rate on a emergency, right? What's going on with Toshi, by the way? Let's check out Toshi. This thing has like a huge market cap. What the heck is going on? Already, like, this is nuts. On the monthly, let's go on the weekly. Ooh, okay. So it seems that we're actually breaking out for Toshi, as here was a big range established on Toshi, and we came up with a beautiful chart pattern here. And if that is the confirmed week, then then very likely it's going to pump. But we should wait the end of the week, because we had exactly this 1, 2, and 3 times wicking out of this, and then being sold off into that pattern. But this time it could be, it could be a really nice bounce here on Toshi. By the way, 80 people are now watching. That is really good. So welcome everyone who is new. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's see. Sure, don't know this channel yet, but I just woke up with the Bitcoin chart breaking 117,000, and it looks like it's getting support. Absolutely. We did watch Bitcoin here in the beginning of the stream, just shy of just slightly above 117,000 here for Bitcoin. And we did point out in the beginning of the stream that we do have some kind of another inverse head and shoulders going on here, which is which is from this resistance, right? We do see the confluence here. So if we could get this pump out of the Fed, of the FOMC meeting that is at 2:30 p.m. ET, then it would be really, really bullish. I mean, would you guys watch FOMC watch stream? That would be a question for you guys in the chat. Thoughts on internet computer ICP? ICP, I quite like it, to be honest. I remember when it launched in the last cycle. It's right now on 49. It's up 1% on the day, and we do see that it's on 2.5 billion market cap. I mean, a coin is listed on every exchange. A coin like Internet Computer Protocol can easily, even on this market cap, do a 10x in my opinion. Let's look at the monthly. Actually, this I don't know if this is a good thing here, right? Because it somehow looks like what we tried to draw in here did not really hold to the downside. I don't like when this happens, right? But we still do see that we are, and we pointed this out when we looked at it last time, that we hope that there's a bull cross coming in. There is a bull cross, but if this is unconfirmed, drops into a bear cross, we might see more sideways action out of ICP. And so we want ICP to break higher here. But I think at some point it will. And also look, I mean, if you look at ICP, it's like oversold basically in the entire bear market. It's absolutely not overbought in any case. It didn't react. I don't know what's going on or why, because I think from the point, maybe the tokenomics are not pumpable at the moment. I mean, it has 55 million volume on 2.5 billion. Not sure if that's the best position, but it's. I mean, if I look at all these coins and I do see Atom and stuff like that I don't really like that much, then ICP, I still think it's good, right? BNB is also one of the coins that is really going or going good, it looks. And BNB, I mean, it basically broke out. Look at this. It basically broke out here on the monthly from something that you also could argue is a large inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? It looks like this. It's already broken out. So BNB, I do think, will have a good time here on the in the next months, right? BNB is already bull run ready, so to say. And if you look at, there are a couple of like this. It's exactly the phase 3 in the money flow, right? Do you remember this for the altcoins? So we do have these phases, and we are, in my opinion, when I look at BNB and Solana and so on, we are basically in the overlap to phase 3, in my opinion. Some people claim we are already in phase 3. I would slightly disagree on that, because the coins, they are going up, but they are not yet like fully outperforming. Also Solana, look at Solana. I mean, Solana, we do have a target of 490. By the way, everyone who just subscribed, welcome to the fam. Padim just subscribed, good to see you. Welcome. And we do see here, like, Solana is revisiting for the second time its all-time high, basically forming what every bullish coin in this industry is forming, right? A big fat cup and handle, ready for breakout. If you break it out, the target would be 490. Where does the target come from? It comes from the non-logarithmic, okay? So non-logarithmic, logarithmic. If you put target measured move, you have to go out of the logarithmic, otherwise you will get completely degenerate targets. 91 people watching. Man, the hype trade is going, so make sure to continue smashing the likes. We definitely want more likes here. And we do see that, Solana is absolutely bullish momentum. We are going on a bullish TSI cross even for Solana. So I do think the breakout for Solana is close, right? And that would mean everything on Solana is going to have a good time as well. For example, Radium, right? Or all these meme coins and so on. And then all hell breaks loose. We know that, right? Because then when the meme coins are pumping, then money is being made. Money is pouring in this industry. And then the other coins very likely are going to pump as well. Someone wake up Murat so that he can have his renaissance, right? You remember Murat, the guy that said only meme coins will do anything in this cycle? Also Sui, look at this beautiful, this compression. Sui definitely has bullish momentum, right? So you have this pattern where there's not much more room for Sui to wiggle around. Sui really will break out very, very soon to the upside, and that would mean new all-time highs. This is extremely bullish, and I think this is exactly where phase 3 is going to kick in hard, because phase 3 would then basically say, okay, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, okay, done, and large caps are going parabolic. We are not in large cap parabolic, and but the channel is parabolic. The channel is going parabolic. We have 102 people watching. Very, very nice. So welcome everyone who does not know the channel and who is watching here for the first time. Welcome. Make sure to like and subscribe. Very, very importantly, as we are just watching this thing here unfold. So that is very important. And then if we are looking at, okay, we just looked at total 2 as a breakout. So the total crypto market without Ethereum, we had been observing that as well. Here it is. It's basically total risk on, right? It's all the risk on assets at once. And we do see the chart pattern is mostly complete, right? We are only waiting for it. So everyone screams breakout. Everything screams breakout. And we are just not getting yet through this overhead resistance that forms this big cup and handle on the total 3. So I would say the moment that we do, then we are in phase 3 on what I just showed you right here. And then we do have, okay, the large caps are going parabolic, right? And that is where ADA is probably going to break out, Sui is breaking out, Solana is breaking out, XRP is probably going to move when this happens, and so on. Could we see an Ethereum phase and a Bitcoin phase where some of these coins still bleed into them? Very likely directly on when there is some more move. We could see some bleeding into that, right? So that is definitely happening. But yeah, we do see that, and then very likely, I mean, this is the total 2, right? We are already, just as a recap, we already broke out on the total 2, but if you look at the total 3, we did not break out. It's basically a similar pattern, and this only the difference maker is Ethereum, which makes sense because Ethereum is in that phase outperforming and was capturing so much of that market cap, right? 121, guys, I'm getting a little bit scared because I was sitting the entire bear market here doing streams for 20 to 30 people in good times, and now 121 people are here. Let me know in the chat, what the heck are you guys doing here and where are you from? I mean, what is going on, right? But obviously, welcome. This is in fact bullish. I mean, you have to see that when in all these times we did streams for 20, now we have 121 people here. This is in fact bullish, right? So yeah, that this is bullish for the market also, right? And then we do have others, and on others you basically see this picture forming and being complete, right? On the others chart, we do have a huge gap. This is all the others without the large cap, without those Solana and Sui and BNB and Dogecoin and whatever, right? We are still 37% away from forming that same pattern, which makes sense because we are also more than one phase away from when everything explodes, right? So this is the thing. GM from Austin, one meme pumping is Toshi. Yeah, absolutely, we did see Toshi here. It also looks really, really bullish. I did pull it up. Where is it? I did pull it up. Toshi looks really, really bullish in my opinion. I think I just had it up, but there we go. Once more to show here. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, big fat breakout. This is on Toshi. Macabru says, USA, where are you from, friend? I'm from Germany. I'm sitting here in Munich. Greetings to the USA. As always, every time I'm in US, I have fun. Yeah, I have a lot of fun. Now, US is really great. Altseason confirmed, absolutely. This retest on the Altseason is basically the last thing that we just saw in the total 2. First time viewer, California, love crypto, glad I found you. Thank you very much and welcome. Good to see you. Orkan says, lol, congrats on growing the channel and greetings from San Francisco. Wow, a lot of US guys. Isn't it in the middle of the night for you guys? What the heck is going on? I mean, I just got off work. It's 11:31 p.m. on us West Coast. Then greetings to the West Coast. Yeah, exactly. I was saying that. Holy shit! everyone spending their night watching from Alicante, Spain. Awesome. Buenos dias then, because for you it's at least a holy time still. Yeah. Björn says, smash up the like button. Oh man. Hey PH. There, smelling your coffee. Exactly. I mean, big fat gigantus cappuccino was going here for crypto morning coffee. Yeah. So of course that is something absolutely exciting here for crypto morning coffee. Very cool. Happy to participate in Altseason with everyone. Exactly. Yes, can't sleep. It's going to be a big day. Hi, Troy from Australia, first time watcher. Holy, okay, welcome. Welcome, John Swanson, also who just subscribed, and everyone else who just subscribed. Federal Reserve meeting tomorrow, likely rate cuts. BTC should see some action. We are all waiting for the FOMC. Let's pump it. Exactly. You seem cool subscribing from Joshua Tree, California. More US. Good to see you. Thank you, Matchin Musica. Watching from Thailand. Greetings to Thailand also. I have no idea how to say good morning in Thailandese, but good morning to you. Morning, Berlin here. Then good morning. That I know. Because that's my native, my mother tongue. What's up from New Zealand? Is this the usual time for? Yes, this is my usual time. This is Crypto Morning Coffee. Additionally, I have some afternoon streams or so sometimes when I do like VV drop streams or so. By the way, do you see Toshi's pumping here live on stream? Toshi's going nuts. Toshi's just marking new high. Live on so I would rather hope for Bitcoin also to pump a little bit more. I mean, we have just broken on stream 117,000, which is really good. Watching from Russia, UK citizen, I guess interest is picking up, seeing so many viewers. Holy moly, I would not expect that. What's up from Singapore, my friend? Greetings to Singapore. Only place in Germany I have visited is Hamburg. Super cool spot. Only went 2 days. There, not enough time. Absolutely, you need to take some time. Like, we have so many great cities where you can experience a lot of different things. Like the south is super different from the north. I am born in the north. I live in the south of Germany, so I know both areas pretty good right now. Been following you since VV days. It's been a while, man. Yeah, exactly. Justin Chua, good to see you as well. If you are lurking since the VV days, then you've never said a word, I guess, or at least I don't remember. Francisco Santos just subscribed. Welcome. Do you have a day job? Yes, unfortunately, because that means I have to end the stream now really, really soon. Actually, I have to end it in a couple of minutes. But I welcome everyone here. Guys, smash up the like button. Thank you so much. And by the way, I wanted to give you something to think about, right? A little bit. And that is, we are looking at the altcoins here, right? And we are looking at all these indicators and how the Fed is going to cut and things are pumped. let's keep still a bias where we say it's pumping, that's bullish, but we want to look with seller glasses on this, right? We don't want to get lured into this and say, oh, now I have to buy something to participate in this pump or so, right? This is how many people got wrecked in the last bull run, including myself. And like no one has ever become poor by taking profits in profit, you know? So I think that is something to keep in mind here. Anyways, guys, let's keep the selling. Like, where can I sell? What's my plan? Where did I plan to exit and a certain coin, and really take some profits? Also, then you will feel good about yourself, even though it pumps more, right? Chris Schiefer says, love seeing crypto bring people together for a positive cause. Glad I found your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for the response. Time to present Vivi for new members. Exactly. But of course, everyone who's following you will see Vivi and Ecomi a lot on this channel as well, because we all like it. But now, unfortunately, because of that day job, I have to go. But guys, thank you so much for joining. Make sure to stay tuned and tick the bell also to get notified whenever I go online. You can also follow me on Twitter with, I think it's @hodlerpatient, and follow me there. I will announce when I go live, but it's every morning around 7:40 a.m. CET, Central European Time, is when I go live. And that was basically it. So guys, wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and I see you in the next live stream or video. Have a good one, everyone, and bye.